Welcome to this Premier League prediction video for the 2025-26 season. Guess the king lore. I'm in a car.
Take a look at me!
And in my 20th spot, it is bloody Burnley.
Bloody Burnley!
They've signed pretty much no one. They sold their keeper to Man City for like 30 million and they're gonna get relegated. They're gonna be dead last. It's gonna be a laughing stock. Let's see what Yasha has to say.
Look at this beautiful spot that I'm in, but in 20th is where we start, and this is where I'm gonna go for Burnley. Scott Parker is a championship manager and he's not gonna do it in the Premier League. They haven't bought well enough. They just lost Trafford. They are going down last. Oh no, the Indian has something to say.
Oh, thank you, Yasha. Now, for 20th place, I've gone for Burnley. They've just conceded 16 goals last season. But the reason they did that is because they had James Trafford in goal. And I don't think Burnley's defense is going to hold up in the Premier League. On to 19th, I think history is repeating itself again. Sunderland, they are unfortunately going straight back down. Ernie, tell me your 19th.
So, in my number 19th, I've got a team that sold their best player to Dortmund. And obviously, I'm talking about Job Bellingham, and Sunderland is my number 19th.
In 19th place, I'm going to go for Leeds. When you've got Larger Ramazani, the United reject, playing up front for you, is GG. They are going down. Also, look at that waterfall somewhere up there. I don't know if I'm pointing to it, but that's a waterfall behind me. How crazy is that? And in 18th, huge shock. What a downfall this team's gonna have this season. It's gonna be the team that lost their manager, their best player, that is gonna lose maybe another good player, that is losing their captain. I'm talking about Brentford. They're the last team to go down.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Oh no, the Indian has got another opinion.
18th place, history is repeating itself. Leeds, newly promoted, are going straight back down as well. I do not see how these new championship teams are going to compete in the Premier League. Ernie, who's your last pick?
Cheers, Jeff. In my number 18, and I'm the king of predictions on this channel. You guys know it.
For me, the most surprising player this year, easily, is gonna be Zirkzee, bro.
I've gone for a team that all the other editions of the GSI predictions, I predicted them to stay up whilst Yasha didn't. Woo! But this time, I think it's their year. They haven't reinforced. I've gone for Wolves getting relegated in my 18th. You thought it was going to be someone else, but it's me again in the back seat. But in my number 17th, I've got for a team that had a championship level team, didn't let go of anyone, and signed 7 new players. It is Leeds in my number 17th.
Guys, the view keeps changing and it keeps on getting better. 17th place, so it's going to be a team that has somehow bought a Bundesliga title winner. Xhaka has rejected Leverkusen to go sign for a promotion side. What are we talking about? This is why the Premier League is the biggest league in the world. Also, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Can you please tell me, how is there a snooze right where I'm sitting? Who litters in a place like this? Look at the beauty. Oh my god. Let's see what Haman has
Now,
to say.
obviously, they've lost their best player, their best manager. They could lose their main striker as well. I've gone for Brentford, obviously. So my first manager to get sacked is going to be a bit of a controversial one. But in his phase 47, he is absolutely going to win 0 trophies. Arteta is going to get sacked. And that's my bold prediction.
And as I hinted for my number 17th, I think the manager to get sacked first is going to be Faki. I don't see him cook, and I think he's going to be the first one to go. But that's going to be a blessing for Leeds, because that's what's going to get them saved.
Listen, I know he's a big character. I know he's Dumbledore's bum boy. I know that he still hates Ron Weasley for taking Hermione. I'm talking about Potter and not Harry. Graham.
You're a wizard, Harry.
And another team that is going to be staying up this season is going to be... If you know, you know, it's going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers. Is it Wanderers or Warriors? Or is it just it's Wolverhampton. I don't know what it is. They just lost Cunha, one of their better players. But last season, they showed that they can do it without Cunha, collecting many, many wins on the trot. And that's what they will do this season.
So for 16th, I've gone for, it's not a controversial one. It's obviously Wolves. They've lost their best player, Matheus Cunha, playing for the greatest club in the world. Ernie, who's 16th?
So I've gone for a crazy prediction in my number 16th. I've gone for a team. Can I turn this way? Yeah, I can turn this way. I've gone for a team that has 2 competitions to play this year and has not reinforced their squad whatsoever to be able to play in these 2 competitions. They usually finish mid-table, but I think this year just won't do it for them. They're gonna finish in 16th. It's Crystal Palace.
Let's not take the piss here.
And it's me again, still in my number 15. I've got another club that is literally sleeping in the transfer market. I think they bought one player for 500k and I have no idea who he is. I've gone for Fulham in my number 15th.
And in 15th place, I've got Potter's boys, West Ham. I feel like they have a squad that was built for many different managers. And that is why Potter's getting us sacked first. And West Ham are gonna only finish 15th. What does the Bumbleclaw Herman think?
Now for my 15th place, a team that massively underperformed last season. And I think they're going to do the exact same. I've gone for West Ham. They do not have the team, the manpower to really fight for those European places like they used to. My specific prediction, now this is a bit of a cooker. As I'm recording this, United are heavily linked. They just put the bid in for Benjamin Sesko. If he joins, Sesko or Højlund or Zirkzee, one of them will definitely score more goals than Gyökeres. Amram managed him and still didn't want him. Can't wait to see what you have, Ernie.
My specific prediction for this year's Premier League season is that last year, the same video that we made for the predictions got 1.7k likes. So I'm betting that this video is gonna get 2.5k likes because I believe in you guys. Like the video right now.
My specific prediction for this season is gonna be an easy one.
Hold up.
This is the easiest prediction anyone has ever said during this video and in prediction history.
Wait a minute.
Cunha is going to score more goals for Manchester United than Wirtz is for Liverpool. Wirtz is overrated and he does not cost what Liverpool paid for him. And then going to 14th spot, I feel like this manager has improved so much recently. I'm talking about Fulham, Marco Silva, and their good attacking threat. Let's see what Ernie thinks.
Thanks, Yasha. I can't believe you put them there, you bloody idiot. In this position, I've got another team that's going to carry some momentum from last season because they did really well, better than I was expecting. But they let go one of their best players. I'm trying to get into the video, bro. Putting Brentford 14th for me is not that bad.
14th place, no haram on the sauce. It's gonna be full ham.
Really?
Obviously, Joao Palhinha still at the club. Wait, Joao Palhinha left ages ago. What am I saying? They could surprise me, but I've gone Fulham for 14th. And for 13th place, I've got the cheaters themselves. No, not Man City, it's Everton. Ernie, who's your unlucky 13?
I've gone for a team that's going to stay up for the 1 millionth time in the Premier League. They did sell the goat to Mope. Rest in peace, Mope. Gone too soon. It's Everton in my number 13th spot.
Thank you for passing the camera to me in 13th. I'm going to go for a team that is going to go down a couple of places. I can't lie. Who thought that my guy, Chrissy Wood, would score 20 plus goals in the Premier League? That is why Forest are going to be 13th. Going down a place into 12th place, Everton. Yep. This is where I have Everton. Wait, Hemant, what are you think about this one?
Thank you, Yasha. For 12th place, I have obviously gone for, it's going to be Bournemouth.
So, in my number 12 spot here, man, thank you so much.
You can't park this, huh?
They still obviously have a good enough squad to stay in the Premier League. I'm talking about West Ham. And whilst I'm so comfy, let me tell you about my 11th team. Sure, everyone's letting go of their best players this summer. They sold Højlund and Ketchup. They're going to have some momentum from last season for sure, because they really performed. But I don't think they'll be good enough to do it again. I've gone for Bournemouth.
I'm sitting on a very pointy rock and my ass is gonna bleed in a second. But in 11th place, I've got Brighton. Adingra is a big loss in my opinion. He was really good backup last season, but their attack is still amazing. And João Pedro is a huge loss, even though he got in a fight at the end of the season with one of the teammates, Was it Van der Hecke? Van der Hecke? What's his name? Hecke. Van der Hecke? Van der Hecke. Him. Baleba. Someone's going to sign him for £100 million next summer. And they're going to finish 11th though. I think they're a better size than them.
Oh, hi there, Yash. Yes, for my 11th place, I've gone for a team that was doing God's work last season. They are not going to compete the same way ever again. Chris Wood overperformed his XG like crazy.
If any of you rats have him in FPL, I'm slapping you. He is not cooking this season.
So my flop of the season, I went with my random ass prediction as well. So I'll double down on it. Gyökeres is going to be absolutely wank. Ernie, who's shitting the bed for you?
In my opinion, this guy, he's 27, has never really played a full season in a top league. I'm talking about Gyökeres.
Dirty bastard.
I really think he's going to be fraudulent. I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League.
And on to flop of the season. I'm going to stand quite far away from you guys because I know there's a lot of Liverpool fans. Wirtz is my pick. He's a good player, but he is overrated. And as I'm here, let me tell you my 10th place. Bournemouth are going to be finishing in 10th. They are a really good team, but they lost Kepa. I think Kepa works in the system better than Petrovic. They lost Zabarni, Højlund, Kerkez. Even though their attack is still really good, they're going to concede a lot of goals.
So for my 10th place, I've gone for a team that have a really good squad, a lot of talented young players. Yes, of course, I've gone for Brighton, a solid mid-table team. I think 10th is a very good place for them to finish. Ernie, número 10. Número 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How the fuck do you say 10? Fuck. Doesn't matter.
Thank you so much, Haman. That was so stupid of you. In my number 10 spot, I've got another team that's kind of cementing themselves as a Premier League team, as a mid-table Premier League team, sometimes fighting for Europe, but they're not going to be fighting this season.
No fucking fighting!
But yeah, I think they're going to have another good season for Brighton. They're finishing 10th. You thought I was going to go to somebody else, but it's me again.
Hi again. It's me.
In my number 9th, I've got another team that had some really good momentum last season, and I think they're going to carry it forward. But I think their manager is going to go back to being his true self, because he really overperformed last season, nearly getting a cup like Nottingham Forest Champions League football.
You know what? I'm really enjoying walking around here for a second because it's just so beautiful. 9th place, I've got the Crystal Palace. Might lose Eze, and if he stayed, I'd put them even a bit higher. Let's see what Haman thinks.
So for my number 9, I've gone for the team who has brought their club back to glory. Finally won a trophy before the fraud Arteta himself. It's Crystal Palace.
Done it again!
Playing in Europe this season, they're going to have a lot more games, but I still think they have a really good squad. Glasner is absolutely the man at the wheel, and he's going to do bits for them. Now, for the first European spot, I've gone for a team that's currently playing in Europe this season. At the highest European stage this season, yes, they're playing in the Champions League. They're going to absolutely the bed. Yes, Tottenham Spurs, you're 8th. You're going to finish below us. Have that. Ernie, who's your 8th?
They still obviously have a very good team, but unless they pull some amazing signings by the end of the transfer market, I don't see them getting a European spot. 8th, Aston Villa.
Yo, it's 2 a.m. right now. I'm trying to get this video out, but I realized we haven't plugged their Fantasy Premier League yet. And I know you're not going to beat me, but you could try, and you could easily beat Haman Ernie. If you join our Discord and join our Cash League, you could win $50. Let's carry on with the video.
Thank you for giving me the mic. Into 8th place, I have got Spurs. Yep, Spurs, the team that won the Europa League and somehow got into the Champions League whilst finishing 17th. Has that ever happened? And don't go anywhere, because we are going to 7th place. Is a team that have missed out on more chances than me in my dating life. Yeah, we're not going to go further into that, but let's talk about Newcastle. They missed out on it in Mbeumo, Cunha, Ekitike. I'm forgetting all the other players, but there's about 17 more. Let's see what the Rastafari Indian thinks.
Dankeschön, Yakiv, for my number 7th place. Miss after miss after miss. Yes, I'm talking about Newcastle United. They think they can just get the players that we're looking at. Hell no, Manchester United are a much bigger team than you'll ever be. Ernie, who's your numero 7?
Honestly, once again, an awful take. I can't believe I am friends with these two idiots. But in my number 7 spot, I'm taking a gamble here, okay? I think my man Isak isn't going to leave Newcastle. And Newcastle are going to have major beef with him because he's going to get angry that he wasn't sold. And he's not going to play. It is number 7, Newcastle. Then moving on again to the best and worst transfer of this window. He was so good in his league before. His passes, his vision, incredible in a league that doesn't have many spaces. It's less tactical, and with like the vision he has, Rangers for 50 million was a steal. He's going to be 100% one of the best signings of the Premier League. On the other hand, I mentioned already who I thought was a bit of a bad signing, especially for the price tag, João Pedro. I know he did okay in the Club World Cup, but that's friendlies. Let's be real, they don't count.
So for my best transfer, this is going to go very under the radar. Bryan Mbeumo. This guy scored 20 goals last season. He was putting defenders on their ass. I cannot wait to watch this bold man play for Manchester United. It's going to be so good. My trousers are going to be all the way down to my ankles. And for the worst player, now I can't keep going Gyökeres, so I'm going to go for someone different. I think the worst player, Jeremy Doku, who came to Man City, thriving, young player, very good on the ball, dribbles like a madman. What did Pep Guardiola get him to do? Run, stop, pass back. Run, stop, pass back. Run, stop, pass back. That's not what Ryan Cherky does. Ryan Cherky takes your man on, puts them on his knees, and Pep Guardiola is going to ruin him. Yasha, who have you gone for?
Oh shit, I just found a honeycomb. What the hell is that doing there? Bro, what? Thank you so much for giving me the pleasure to speak my best transfer this season, and it's gonna be Rangers. I think City did a good job not going for Verts and going for those 3 players. And Reinders, when you watch him, you see he's made for the Premier League. Power, drive, good passing, good finishing. Oh, he's like Scott McTominay, maybe just a bit worse. And my worst transfer this season, it is between 2, both finishing in K. Ekitike or Madueke. It all depends on Isak going to Liverpool. If Isak goes to Liverpool, Ekitike will be the worst sign because that's a lot of money spent on a player that is not going to play that many games. If he doesn't, I'm going for Madueke. And as you are here, let's talk about 6th spot Europa League football. We did them over last season and they have a lot of financial problems right now. They could still lose their main striker, Aston Villa. I was going to say Watkins. I'm talking about Aston Villa. Why am I always passing the camera to the Indian?
For number 6 spot, provided they don't lose their best player in Ollie Watkins, I think
You can't keep getting away with it!
Aston Villa will do a solid and stay in that 6th position. Sorry. Ernesto, tell me 6.
This team got some good reinforcements. I think Kudos was one of the most underrated players last season. And Matthias Tell, I thought he was going to do better at Bayern, but I've been saying this, he's a star boy and he could cook at Spurs. I don't think they have the squad to compete in 2 competitions, especially since one of the competition is the Champions League. They finally won the trophies, well done to them, but you're finishing 6th. Honestly, this team had a shambolic season last season and I don't know why I keep predicting them to be so far up. I should predict them to be lower. And this time, they've signed some proven Premier League players, 2 really good players for decent prices. I think slightly high, but you know, Premier League and English tax. But this season they're coming back. Amram's at the wheel. Number 5, Manchester United.
Oh, thanks so much for giving the camera back to me. 5th place is, I predict Manchester needs to put them higher. I'm going for Chelsea in 5th. I think they need to stop making this many signings. They need a team that is gelling together. There's going to be a lot of ruckus in the squad. That's why they're my 5th.
Bring the motherfucking ruckus!
Now, in the past, I may have been a bit ambitious when it comes to bias.
Oh no!
I think this season, even though we finished 15th, take that one off. We're finishing number 5, baby. Woo! Especially after watching the preseason games, I was so tempted to put United to win the league. Now watch me take it a chill pill and then win the league. That would just be scenes. So my top scorer for this season is going to come out of nowhere. Haaland, he's having his redemption. And when it comes to assists, when it comes to people on the ball, providing chances, there's only one man you can think of, and that's Bruno Fernandes. That's just what he does. Who have you gone for, Yash?
I'm just going to go for an easy choice. It's not going to be Salah. It's going to be Haaland. He's going to finish the chances that he missed last season. And the top assister, it's not going to be Haaland. It's going to be Salah. Yes, this is mostly if Isak comes. If he doesn't, I could see a different player. I could see a Bruno Fernandes getting the most assists.
No problem.
Finally, I'm passing the camera to an Italian.
My top scorer for this Premier League season is going to be a rogue shout. This player last season had a below average season for the type of caliber of player that he is. And this season, he's going to come back. He's going to prove the haters wrong. He's going to prove a man wrong who called him a fraud even though he had 20 plus goals last season. It's obviously Erling Haaland. I am backing him for the 3rd time in a row. For my top assister, I'm going to go for a man who I said he's going to thrive in the Premier League because of the spaces that the Premier League has compared to the league he's moved from. He's going to have an assist there, an assist there. He's going to assist the main man Erling multiple times. You thought I was talking about Rangers? No, I'm not, because it's going to be Salah who gets the top assister.
This team got rid of 7 useless players and replaced them with 7 even more useless players. The best team in the world, allegedly. I'm talking about Chelsea. I think they still have a very good team. Way too many people in that team. Like, half of these players don't even get to play. I see them getting another 4th spot. Last season they got Champions League in 4th. They're gonna get 4th spot.
For number 4 is the team that spends money like it's no man's business. Because it's Ted Bowley's. Because it's Ted Bowley's. Because it's Ted Bowley's business. Sorry, I'll say it properly. What was I saying? For number 4, I've gone for a team that spends money like it's no man's business. Todd Bowley just keeps signing players. He signed 49 players already. For context, United's 49th signing was Ander Herrera back in like 2013. Yasha, who's getting Champions League for you?
They made a lot of signings. They made a lot of money in the past years to invest into their squad. Now, I'm going for the team that won the Premier League last season. Yes, I'm going for Liverpool.
You don't call retarded people retards.
Just like the Chelsea point, I think they're making too many changes. And what worked last season isn't going to work this season. Frimpong is a very different player to Trent or Bradley, who's going to leave a lot of space in behind. And Liverpool are going to be hit on the counter millions of times, only getting the 4th spot.
It's bad taste.
And as we are here, from 4th to third. It doesn't get easier than this. The biggest shock of the season. I'm talking about my beloved Manchester United. 1 game a week. Amorim Cook. Pre-season magnificence. Boys, this is going to be the season of returning to the top 4. And Manchester United are going to surprise and shock the whole world. Number 3. Hemant, please tell me you agree with me.
For my third place.
Sorry guys, I'm back. We have a second channel, if you didn't know. We post weekly on that. Just a lot of yap, a lot of debating. Mostly me just absolutely destroying Ernie and Hemant arguments. Go subscribe and watch this tier list that we did on Messi.
Fighting for the title early on, but ultimately the better team is going to win it. I've gone for a surprising Arsenal. Yes, they're finally going to break their curse. They're going to break their streak of finishing second and finish third.
Oh, that's hot.
Arteta is a fraud. He's spending money like it's no man's business. He bought Zubimendi when he doesn't even need a midfielder. Signed Madueke as well for 55 million. He could very well get sacked. Ernie, who's your third?
There is so much discord right now on who's gonna win the Premier League, but there's also a lot of discord on our Discord. Cash prizes, quizzes, predictions, and a lot more. Join now or Hemant will touch you.
Thank you, Hemant, but another outrageous take from you. In my number 3 spot, I've gone for a team that's known to finish third. They spent 220 million to reinforce the squad this summer.
He's done it again, Harry Kane.
Finally getting a striker which they needed in the name of Gyökeres. So I'm talking about Arsenal in my number 3 spot. Sorry, but this year is not your year again. In my number 2 spot, or well, in my top 2 actually, I should say, I've gone for 2 teams that I think have done a very good job at reinforcing their squad. Who do I think is going to win the Premier League? Guys, I think Pep Guardiola is going to be the problem for Manchester City this year. I think Arne Slot is going to win Manager of the Year and it's going to win Liverpool the league. I'm putting Liverpool 1 to win it back-to-back and City 2nd.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Second place. It's going to be really, really tight. This all depends on how much informed Haaland is going to be. Yes, I've gone for Man City 2nd. Pep Guardiola had a bit of a stinker last season. Yes, Haaland is going to bring Man City back, but it's not going to be enough because Liverpool
Step back and sing it for a vomit.
are going to do the back-to-back. Yes, my manager of the season and number 1 champions winners.
You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy this sin, not join them.
It's going to be Liverpool FC. I hate to see this. They've just won the league and they're spending God knows how much money. They're spending like half a bill. A bill! If they get Isaac, I might not watch football anymore. I don't think I can. It's time for Amorim to step up and era can come to an end. But he didn't say that. He says we're shit every single day. And that's why I believe the era will come to an end. If you guys like, make sure to punch Yasha in the face. Thank you.
Best manager this season is going to be my Rubinho Amorim, because finishing 3rd after finishing 15th or 16th it was, and we're going to play attacking football. The other managers are going to be scared to face us. He's my manager of the season, which doesn't spoil my top 2. But what is my top 2? They are a team that have missed out on the title in recent years so many times. They thought that Man City being bad would result in them winning the title, but Liverpool came in out of nowhere and won it instead of them. My number 2 is Man City, and Arsenal are winning the Premier League. And if you want to see me buying Hemant and Ernie in different types of game shows, subscribe to our 2nd channel. It should be, I don't know where it is because I'm in the middle of nowhere, but the editor does.